Hey guys, Corey from BoneDriven. Deer camp is something that many hunters look forward to every year. Here in Michigan, most people head north up the I-75 corridor. The weekend before deer season, that freeway can be an absolute nightmare. But my buddies Doug Kowalski, Randy Pepple, and I, we do the opposite. We head south for deer camp down into Indiana. And 2014 was our best year down there yet. Check it out.
I'm Ron Russell of BoneDriven, and we only trust Luminok, the original lighted knock. Ron Russell of BoneDriven TV. Today we're going to talk about the Carbon Express Red Arrow. It is 3 arrows in one. The front portion of the arrow features the weight forward technology patented by Carbon Express. The middle, or red zone, has more flex in it to deal with the dynamic spine and oscillation in the arrow, keeping the dynamic spine where it belongs, in the middle of the arrow. The tail end of the arrow is the lightest and stiffest portion of the arrow, giving it a rock-solid foundation for every shot. All Carbon Express arrows come with blazer vanes, bulldog collar, to protect the arrow from splintering from all the tight groups you will be shooting when you shoot these arrows. I've been shooting Carbon Express since 2001. They haven't failed me yet. Make sure you check out Carbon Express today.
Here at BoneDriven, we're hunters just like most of you. We have day jobs. We're not quite lucky enough to be able to do this professionally. We get out of work, we head to the woods, and we try and get as much hunting in as we can. And for us, that means filming most of the time by ourselves. Even when we go on trips, we don't quite have the luxury of a cameraman like some people do, unless somebody tags out early and is willing to head up into the tree with you. And Randy Pepple down in Indiana, he found this out the hard way. He had a beautiful 9-point come in, and he was self-filming, and the deer stepped just out of the frame as he was about to shoot. Little did he know. But it's some pretty cool video still. Check it out.
Meh. Alright, we're here on a do-it-yourself hunt in Indiana. We showed up a day and a half ago and got ourselves situated, and we got into camp, and we get out in the field and hunt the first morning after kind of seeing what's left for crops on the fields, and pick a few spots to hunt. Deer are chasing pretty good right now, so I kind of changed stands, changed to a different location. We were seeing some bucks. Went down to where I know there was a pretty good bedding area and used the wind to stay back from it quite a ways. And when I was staying back from quite a ways and setting up, I wasn't seeing anything, but the wind died down quite a bit in the evening. Now, when the wind died down quite a bit in the evening, I felt that, you know, it was probably time to try and make something happen. So I got out the horns, I did a little bit of rattling. The second sequence of rattling the horns, I seen a buck about 200 yards out through the timber. I just kind of switched over to grunt tube, using basically a grunt and a bleat a little bit, and I watched him, and he just was on a string. He was coming all the way. So I'm filming myself on this hunt, and what happened is I was able to get the camera on the deer as he started to come in, and the direction that he was traveling, I set it ahead of him and then tried to go to full draw. And he kind of monkeyed around a little bit, so I didn't quite go to full draw. And then he started going away a little bit, so he was at about 35 yards at that time, and I give him a little fawn bleat, turned him back around, and he started coming up towards me. So I kind of had to guess a little bit on where I figured he was going to be, and as luck would have it, when he did commit to coming right up a little bit closer to me, about 23 yards, he probably was 2 yards out of the frame, so I was unable to get the kill on film. But it's pretty tough when you're holding for about 35-40 seconds, so to know where the camera's at that point. But he's a real nice buck. I'm really proud of him. He's we're estimating him to be 4.5, 5.5 years old. Not real sure. Heavy mature deer, and carries some pretty good mass. So I was looking at him and deciding whether I should take him, and I was feeling pretty good about it. So took and went and made the shot, and watched him run. Ballpark about 105 yards. I paced it off, and just that was his resting place. So here you see him now. Sorry I didn't get the kill actually on film, but I was trying.
Just talking about leaving. Just talking about leaving. And I just turned around and looked back there, and I just saw a little flicker. And I was like, and when I popped up my freaking binoculars, I was like, it's a buck. I told Randy, it's a buck. I grunted once at him, he turned, he came over here right like he's on a string. Yes. Yes. Indiana, baby. Got it done. 3 years. This is my 3rd year. First buck down here. Alright. Oh man. See what he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice 9-pointer. There's the exit hole right there. Oh man.
So awesome. So awesome. I've been coming down here for 3 years. This is my first Indiana buck. Nice 9-pointer. So, we've been sitting. We sat here this morning, we saw 3 bucks. Or I mean yesterday morning we saw 3 bucks. And I don't think this was one of them. But he's a nice little Indiana 9-pointer. Going home with some venison this year. So, awesome. Big thanks to Predator Camo, Struther Archery. Got this with my Vital. My second buck this year with my Vital. It's going to become my new favorite bow. So, oh, wow. Nice. Alright. Corey Upper, BoneDriven. 2014 must have been the year of the 9-point because I got a 9-point, Randy got a 9-point, and Doug also got a great 9-point, but unfortunately he wasn't able to get his on film. But this will definitely go down as our best deer camp ever. I hope your deer camp was just as successful as ours. Until next time, check us out on our website at www.bonedriven.com, and thanks for watching.